Fuck yeah, motherfuckers. I'm motherfucking Zach Moonshine, and you are tuned in right now to the motherfucking Zach Moonshine Show live right here on Metal Devastation motherfucking radio. And I got a special fucking treat for you motherfuckers right now, I do believe. I think so. I don't know, man. Hello, you're on the Zach Moonshine Show live. Who the fuck is this?
Lyra is here with Uncle Big Dick. Big Dick. Uncle Big Dick. Sorry, it says tongue twister. Devaney and Pluckman.
Uncle Big Dick. I like that.
Yeah, he's great on the keys. See how he plays it. Look, mono hand.
The fucking band Lyra. Dude, what's going on, man? What's going on right now in the world of Lyra?
Well, right now we're sitting around, crowded around a phone, drinking beers. But in the larger state of things, we're actually pretty active compared to how we have been in the past couple of months. We don't have a drummer currently, so we're not gigging, but we are now back in a writing mode. We're going into the studio next month to record a couple songs, and we're actually working with a new guitar player who's going to be, joining our ranks and helping evolve the sound, but still no drummer, so no live shows, but a lot of stuff compared to what we have to do.
And to qualify that statement, our singer and keyboardist plays drums, but obviously you can't do all that shit at the same time when we're on stage. So we have all the components, we just don't have all the live components, essentially.
Very cool, man. So the drummer fucking sing. Does he sing like while you guys are jamming?
Yeah, man. Whenever we get together, typically I'll be playing keys and singing, and we write all of our stuff out in an application, so we get to listen to the drums pre-programmed the way we write them, and it lets us practice. It lets us continue to evolve the song the way we need to. But at the end of the day, we got to find us a drummer.
Hell yeah, man. Well, maybe we can help you guys out here at Metal Devastation Radio. I don't know, man. We got some drummers that come around here.
Oh yeah, it's awesome. The more places we can peddle our needs.
Yeah. So if there are any drummers listening and you like what you hear, fucking shoot us a message.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, for real. We're friendly. We like to make friends.
Right on, man. So how long have you guys been doing this, and exactly how did it get started?
So we're started. Yeah, right. So what is it, like 5 years? Yeah, it's been about 5 years. Had quite a few lineup changes just as we continue to hone our sound and sort of figure out what we're trying to do. It's sort of who knows genre-wise in metal these days, right? There are so many subgenres. So, I don't even know what we are. We're melodic death. We're a little symphonic.
I feel like metal is so evolved at this point that, you almost can't mince all the mixtures of genres anymore. It's becoming a new thing.
It's that melting pot of just all sorts of different, influences and genres. That's what's great about metal. You can fucking do anything you want, right? As long as it's brutal.
Yeah, when we first got together back in 2012, Devaney and I got together, and I just moved to the area. He was already playing with Arcane Malevolence with Pluckman at the time. And, we just started jamming, so, me as a drummer and as a singer, I came from sort of a power metal background, and I was really into folk metal at the time, and, and of course I still fucking am, but, I was chatting with Devaney, and, he started playing these riffs. I was like, holy shit, I gotta play with this guy. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna create some cool fucking sounds. And, at that point, we started, the process of finding our sound. And, I met Pluckman shortly thereafter. And, we've gone through a few singers during the period. At that point, I was mostly doing keys. I think through the first the first singer I was doing keys. Second one, I switched over to drums. Fucking, oh, God. Yeah, we got a long ass history. I'm sure if we had 3 hours, we could cover it all.
But yeah, so to clarify, we're the 3 core members. Really, all the songwriting, done by us. So the hard deadwood of the band that didn't get paired away, I guess, is still hanging out, drinking beers, and writing cool music, hopefully. We think it's cool.
Fuck yeah, man. Now, the band name Lyra, how did you guys come up with that? Is there a story behind that or something?
Yeah, so that actually sort of has its roots in Greek mythology a little bit. There's this dude named Orpheus who played the lyre. You know, so the lyre was like, it was like the you know, if you were the guitarist back in the day that was trying to get all the chicks, you fucking bust out the lyre at the party. It's also a constellation Lyra in the sky, which comes from Greek myth, but
it was a specific lyre. Lyra was a specific
right
lyre.
And the main Greek myth is the myth of Orpheus and Eurydice. Orpheus was a guy that was a musician, played the lyre. His wife dies and goes down to Hades, and Hades goes down there. He plays the song so beautiful that Hades starts to cry, and he says, "Okay, I'll give you your wife back. I'll return her to life if you walk out of here and don't look back." But of course, what does this fucking idiot do? He looks back on his way out, so it doesn't work out for him. But yeah.
That's cool. Now that you mentioned that, I was thinking whenever I saw the logo on your Facebook page, I was thinking like it kind of reminded me of the God of War games from fucking PlayStation.
That's a nice compliment. Thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome. We love that game.
Right on, man. Fuck yeah. Well, as far as like your influences musically, what would you guys say? What got you into fucking playing metal and doing what you do now?
That's a big question, right? Yeah, I think all three of us have pretty diverse, sort of influential backgrounds. I mean, the reason that I picked up the guitar in the first place was because of Jimmy Page from Led Zeppelin. But obviously, since then, you start to get into bands like Metallica, Slayer, all that old classic metal stuff, and then you're like, wow, this is pretty cool. And then you start to listen to stuff like Dimmu Borgir or Opeth, Dark Tranquillity, a lot of symphonic metal, a lot of melodic death metal, and that's just speaking for myself as the guitar player.
Yeah, moving into from a singer's perspective, drummer's perspective, pretty much all my influences come from the same area. As a singer, I try to emulate myself based on Russ Allen from Symphony X, Dio, with that nice gritty voice, and that as you listen to the tracks, especially like Betrayer of Hope, it's mostly guttural vocals. Actually, most of those were done by Devaney, but during the clean parts, that's where I started trying to find my true voice there. But from a drumming perspective, I listened to a lot of bands. Like, I came into the metal scene pretty late. I found myself listening to metal pretty late in life. I got into in my younger years, I first got into Korn and Slipknot, and then I just from there progressed into different more technical bands. Symphony X, Force Percipient S, they're a recent one, and I fucking love those guys. I think they're influencing a lot of our new material. But also some of the folk metal influences like Elevati, Winter Sun, and Pensatherum, they're all badass guys. I think that's where my influences come from. Plucking what you got. Yeah, I think what's really cool about our sound is we bring a lot of different things to the table, so it's a cool mixture. I listen to a lot of the things they just mentioned, but I like more weird and interesting stuff, some dark stuff. The first band I was into as a kid was Weird Al, so it starts from there. That was the first live show I went to. After that, my next live show was a bar show. I'm a fan of King Crimson, which is really weird and out there, prog rock. I like to keep things interesting. So it's great working with two other really solid musicians who have a really good idea about what they want to bring to the table, because it allows me to shape what I'm going to bring to the table to kind of mess that up just enough that it doesn't piss them off. Yeah. Sometimes they tell me about brown notes I got to clean up. But a band I just got into recently, they're not a terribly recent band. I think they were active from the late 90s. maybe like 3 or 4 or 5 years ago. They're called a Stratosphere, and they're wild. I really like listening to them. So I don't know, maybe we can put on a track from them later, but that probably pretty much sums up where I'm coming from right now.
Oh yeah.
What about you, Zach? What's sort of your wheelhouse as far as that stuff?
Yeah, tell us about you. Who are we talking to?
I mean, you got a name called Moonshine. I was actually going to drink the moonshine tonight, but in Connecticut, the beer stores kind of closed early, so I just got some beer.
The first fucking heavy metal record that ever really... I had an older cousin when I was a little kid. He had fucking Number of the Beast by Iron Maiden. And he saw that I was liking stuff like Bon Jovi and shit like that on MTV, and he was like, "Dude, you gotta listen to this." And so he I guess he was getting annoyed with me, keep asking to fucking replay that fucking shit. So he was like, "Here, listen to this," and he put on fucking Number of the Beast, and it was over after that, And like you guys said though, as time went on, it got heavier, fucking Slayer, Metallica, and stuff like that, and then it just sort of went off from there.
Nice. So a well-rounded metalhead. That's how I could sum that up.
It's pretty cool because most of the people that I talk to, like you guys, man, it's almost always the same fucking scenario. Like we all started off with one of those bands and then went into fucking Metallica and Slayer and shit like that, and it sort of took us into the darker, heavy fucking realms.
Yeah, that's the core. Everybody starts there. It's the marijuana of heavy metal.
Hell yeah. All right, man. So, about your local scene, where you guys from, man? What's it like there as far as metal bands and shit?
Well, we're from Fairfield County, Connecticut, which is just north of New York City. The scene here, we have a pretty cool scene in Stamford. Where most of us are located out of. We haven't played a show in over a year, so the fact that we still have a scene going shows that there's at least enough, bands aside from us to keep it going. We also, I'm a contributor to a blog called Alternative Control CT, and we do a lot of, promotion for bands in the areas, and we put on, shows. So even though I'm not playing, I'm still booking shows. So we're definitely keeping a healthy scene. Seaside Tavern in Stamford is where we like doing most of our shows, so that's usually where you'll find us. And then, we're in between New York City and New Haven County, so which both obviously have very strong music scenes as well, so it allows us to network and sort of travel around, just conveniently located for that.
Yeah, one of the sort of metal meccas in Connecticut is Cherry Street Station, which is in Wallingford, Connecticut.
That's New Haven County.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, going up more towards that northern area. It's probably about an hour from here, depending on how fast you drive. And then Cook's Cafe in Naugatuck. There's a bunch of good venues around here that still will book metal bands, which is great because not a whole lot of bars continue to do that these days.
Yeah, Cherry Street has a metal show almost every night, even weeknight. Yeah, they really love the metal, and the local metal especially.
Yeah, I actually played on a Sunday night there a few months back. And you think a Sunday night, it's an early night. Most people, band members included, we got regular jobs we got to go to, but they still bring a crowd out. It's a good place. Cherry Street, they do a lot of really good things for the local scene. And especially bands that are just getting their start, like my other band, Sacred Ash, we're, just getting our start, but, they didn't hesitate. They said, what, come on out. We'll give you guys a night, and that's what keeping the scene alive is all about.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. As far as your live show, you guys saying that you have you guys played live already?
Oh yeah, we played live over the course of 3 years, just not in the last 2 years. So yeah. Our last time we played live was July of 2015. Okay, so from 2012 to mid 2015, we were very active playing live, and we've all been in bands before that. Devane and I were in a band for the immediate 5 years before that, playing live that whole time. So we're no strangers to the stage. We definitely enjoy our live show and put a lot of energy into that.
we get older, we get more selective about who's going to be in the band. Who's going to sort of just roll with.
We're not turning anybody away at this point.
That's true. That's true. Anybody that can hit a trash can with a stick is welcome to audition as a drummer, right?
You're definitely welcome to come in.
Yeah, I was wondering because the image that I used for the fucking event on Facebook I found it on your Facebook page. Looks like you guys jamming.
Yeah, that was from our last lineup, which stopped being that lineup in July of 2015. So at that point, there's obviously a girl in the center of the picture. A girl named Krista Bernard was our singer. And Mark, instead of being up on keys and on vocals, was back in the drum kit where you can't see him in the picture. All drummers are familiar with that, I'm sure. And at the time, since he couldn't play keys live, we'd play to a click track, and there would be the keys and the orchestration would play through the PA. So, we were still able to have all of the instruments there. So that was pretty cool that we were able to do that. But
they pain in the ass to set up on stage, by the way.
Well, I never had to do it.
Yeah. Remember that one fucking time that our media playback overheated on stage? Yeah. We just lost the track mid fucking.
We were playing outside at a festival, the first ever Bacon Fest, which was that Cherry Street that you were talking about earlier.
It was fucking hot that day, and we were outside, and
it was like inches away from shade too, which is just not well thought out.
No.
If you'd just been nudged over, it would have been fine.
But what do you do? You're on stage. You just power through. You keep going, right?
Yeah, you gotta keep playing.
Well, my bad on using the old photo, man. I didn't know.
Oh
no problem at all, man.
Yeah, like we're the ones being all confusing and home wrecking with changing our lineup all the time, I guess.
Well, as far as a live show for people out there who have not seen you guys live yet, how would you describe it, and what would you tell them to expect?
Well, do you want me to answer that, or would you rather answer?
Go ahead, sir.
I would expect the most high energy show of your life.
That's very cocky.
No. I didn't say the best. I'm being very selective with the adjectives. If we get up there, we try really hard. No, I play really loud and really fast, and I make faces and I sweat.
Yeah, I don't know. I think sort of the material is semi-complicated, so it's pretty technical. If you come to one of our shows, I would expect you to toss down a couple Jameson shots and just rock the fuck out to some nice melodic metal that you can sing, hum along to, hopefully, or sing along to, at the same time as hearing some brutal death vocals, you're gonna get some nice melodies, just hopefully just a cool experience, A little of everything. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Now, as far as the compilation album with Cat and fucking Obscure Chaos, how did that come about? And what was that like?
So that because of where we live, we have friends in other scenes. So I'm friends with Ed from both Debauched Beauty and Brain Dead, who are both on the comp as well. At one point, I was jamming with Debauched Beauty. But logistically things didn't work out, so I had to just continue doing that. But I'm still very good friends with Ed, and Ed he was on the comp. He brought it up to me, and he connected me with Kat. So now I know Kat through Ed, and Kat has been super helpful with everything with this comp. Just coordinating all the different bands, and I've been on this thread, and there's all the bands are on it, and people live in all different time zones, and not everyone has access to computers, and Kat really helps everyone get everything together for the comp, get everything submitted, and then just the amount of promotion on the comp since it's been released has just been fantastic. Even when I can't keep up with what radio show it's being played on, even if I don't know about it, we notice that there's more people hitting our SoundCloud. There's more comments on Facebook. So it's definitely a lot of exposure from the comp, and we're definitely very fortunate to have been involved in that, and just very excited for the success of all the bands on the comp, and how it just being so well received universally.
Yeah, dude. Fucking Kat is fucking on that shit, man. I swear to God, dude. Fucking, I've known her for a while, man, but when she did the compilation a couple months ago, she sent it over to me, and we played it, and I think I interviewed one band from it, and we were doing it, and we were talking in the chat room, and I was just kind of like well, I wasn't really joking. I mean, I guess I was serious somewhat. I don't know, drunken, but I was like, fuck it, man. I'll interview any of these fucking bands on this fucking compilation. The next thing I know, she fucking has me booked for like 2 months straight with almost every band on the fucking thing. And I'm like, fuck yeah, man. Jesus Christ. Like, she does not fucking fuck around, man. And very professional, too.
Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah. I can't thank Kat enough. I mean, I've never met her in person, but just working with her, just in this capacity, and just the amount of messaging we've done, like thank you, Kat. Like this, you're awesome, and none of this would have been anywhere where it is without you.
Hell yeah, man. Now, as far as band links and stuff like that, for people out there listening that want to check more out about you guys, where can they go to find out more about you?
So the best place I think is SoundCloud, but SoundCloud's streaming quality is not excellent. So we're also
perfection.
Yeah, we're also on Bandcamp. So this our prior EP, which we're calling the Fate of the Gods EP, it's 2 tracks, probably about 12-13 minutes of material. It's available for $1 on Bandcamp. You get the EP for $1, and you get the full lossless files if you do that.
And which 2 tracks are those?
That would be Servants of Fate and A Curse Written Scarlet.
We also have a 3rd track that's available on the SoundCloud called Betrayer of Hope. It was recorded with the same lineup that you're talking to right now, just the 3 of us. But was just recorded a year prior to those 2. But same musician, same studio. And then we also have our .com, lyrametal.com. You can check out that site. It's pretty. You can see the constellation we're named after. You can see some useless information about the stars themselves. Very scientific.
And if you want to book us, you can try, but we still don't have a drummer, so we'll politely decline until such time as we'll show up with a boombox that just plays the drums. We'll just put it on stage.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, man. Hell yeah. All right, dude, I got some questions coming in from the chat room, people listening, man. Let me see here. Thunderous wants to know, if you guys could play anywhere in the world, where would you play?
Jeez.
I'd want to play in Antarctica, so we could at least be the second band that's ever played in Antarctica. I don't think there's anywhere where we could be the first, but that's probably the only place we could be the second.
Yeah, in the realm of realism, though, me personally, I think our sound and our style could really excel in a place like Japan, Finland. It just seems like the metal scene is it's not so frowned upon there, and people aren't so constrained by social anxiety and norm and shit. They're just like, fuck it, let's go out and have a good time. So, me, as a singer, I feed off of the live audience. I'd want to go to a place like Japan. That'd be dope. Yeah, I think Japan would receive us well. And like you said, Europe as well. I think playing something like, again, we're going outside the realm of realism here, but something like Wacken or Bloodstock. I think they're both in Germany or France or. I know Wacken's in Germany. I think Bloodstock might be in France. I don't know exactly where it is, but some huge metal festival like that would be pretty fucking cool, I think.
Hell yeah, man. Got another one from the chat. Megan, she wants to know, who gets the most groupies, ever been in jail, and any accidents while on stage?
That might all be the same person. Everyone's looking at me.
Accidents on stage, we just discussed baking in the sun and having some of our equipment malfunction, so that wasn't very fun. I've been to jail. I've only been to a holding cell for possession of illegal drugs, but I don't think that really counts as jail.
No, there's a holding cell, and then there's jail, and then there's prison. The holding cell is like for the night, and then
and if you need to go to court, then you're in jail. But then once you're sentenced, that's when you go to prison. So in case anyone was not clear on the difference.
Just I know, he might have also had some drugs.
I've never been in prison.
What was the second piece of that question? Sorry,
most groupies.
Groupies. Oh, yeah. Groupies is rough. I don't know, man. That's a hard call. Like
Uncle Big Dick, right?
I've been approached a lot, you know, but like as somebody who's been married probably about since the band started, yeah, I don't know if it qualifies as getting groupie.
Yeah, I'm getting married in July and I have a kid with the same woman. But no, we didn't.
You got the same groupies.
I met my girl playing on stage, so I guess that qualifies as one groupie. You know, yeah, I guess since both these guys are technically married right now, and I was actually married once, but no longer. I guess all the pussy would just be sliding right onto my table. Right.
All right, we know exactly where it is. With.
Right on. Another
no matter
one.
Who it comes to, it ends up at the baby.
Yeah, we reroute. You know, they're my. We got loads. One thing.
Yeah, we repurpose. So that server doesn't buffer.
That's a great question, though, Megan. Thank you for the question.
Another one from Megan. She wants to know, what's your favorite beer?
Oh, well, actually, Zach, I was waiting to talk to you about this because I'm also a big IPA fan. So I was interested to hear that you are as well. So my favorite, I don't know what my favorite beer would be, but at least at the moment, there's a brewery out of Massachusetts called Trillium, and they make some fucking amazing beer. They actually have a beer called Metal that I'm going to be drinking tonight, just because I figured it was aptly named.
But Metal is spelled like Pink Floyd, like M-E-T-L-E.
M-E-T-T-L-E. But they also make an alternate version of it called Heavy Metal. So I'm going to go with any sort of awesome New England IPAs, because we're fortunate to live in that area. But definitely Trillium Brewery, I would say, is my answer.
Very cool, man. Yeah, dude, fucking IPA is the fucking way to go, man. Fucking, I love it, dude.
Yeah, it's got the perfect attitude for a beer.
Oh yeah.
As far as I go, I drink the piss water that is Coors Light. You know, I like the IPA on occasion, but that shit's just, it's heavy. I like the occasional taste, but, you know, if I'm throwing down for the night, I got to drink piss water. Yeah, you know, I guess I'm not much of a beer. Like, I'm drinking a little something right now, and we got you're Lagunitas, a little something. I got a little something on the side, but you know, staying true to form as a singer, I need to make my voice as terrible as possible. So I pretty much just drink whiskey. No beer. It clears the phlegm right out, man. Come on.
That's pretty badass, though. Actually, I think you guys are the first band that I've talked to that recognizes the fucking IPA and the Lagunitas and shit like that, man. That's cool.
Nice.
Yeah, Lagunitas is solid. Definitely.
Yeah, that's definitely, you know, of an IPA that you can get across the country, very solid. Yeah. Like, you know, like I like a lot of the beers here, but they're very hard to find. They're expensive. Lagunitas is like the staple. What's your go-to?
At the same time, I'll admit, like, if I'm at like a show or something like that where I'm gonna be drinking a lot of beer, I'll probably go with something light, like a Coors Light or something like that, just because it's not going to do anything to me, and I can drink like fucking 50 of them, you know?
Exactly. See, this guy likes the piss water, too. I like it. No, it's good. You know, especially when you're at that age and you just want something to hydrate. You know, you're getting a really big can of water. I'll make a little ultra, just something to, like, you know, kind of sober you up a little bit.
Yeah, but if I'm not hanging out with anybody and I'm not sharing, I'm fucking going Lagunitas.
Yeah.
Like straight Lagunitas IPA.
Fuck yeah. I like the little somethings too, though, man. Those are fucking good, man. But damn, like a 6-pack of that, fucking, you're done.
Well, I'm on number 3, and I'm pretty far gone. So, you know, I agree with that.
Zach, have you had the Lagunitas Daytime Ale?
No, I have not tried that one yet. Is it good?
Yeah, that one's good because it's like a session pale ale, so it's like only like 5%, so it's like a really high quality Coors Light. that's like your all day. Yeah, that's like a Founders All Day IPA. Yeah.
I saw it at the store earlier too, and I looked at it for a minute, but I was like, I I'm not doing this all day, so I'm gonna go with the one that I know.
That's a good barbecue beer.
Yeah.
Memorial Day.
Okay, sweet. Cool. That's good to know, man. Next time I'm fucking cooking out, man, I might try that one out.
Yeah.
All right, let me see here, man. One of the questions I like to ask everybody that gets on here, man. What's one of the craziest fucking things you've seen so far in your career as a musician, like on stage, backstage, wherever? Something that sticks out.
So I guess when I was first getting my start, this is going back to like high school. You hear all these stories about chicks flashing you on stage. You're like, haha, that's funny. That doesn't actually happen, but that shit actually happens to me. And fucking 15 years old, I can only dream of pussy, let alone getting it. And I'm sitting there staring at a pair of tits. That was pretty dope, not gonna lie. Aside from that, it's really just the sound engineer disappearing to go look for aliens and shit. Yeah, that's another story.
Wait, the sound engineer disappearing looking for aliens?
Looking for aliens is a code that we use, which is for short term just means they're doing something probably that they need to go outside and maybe hide behind the dumpster.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Something you can't really do right out in the open. Now maybe.
Right on, man.
That's a good question. Shit, like I'm just running through like some of the best live performances I've ever seen. I think seeing Yari Man of Winter Sun perform. This guy. He's like the engineer of the band. He's a songwriter. He plays guitar and he sings. He's like a virtuoso guitar player. I'd say like above average singer. I mean, not fantastic, right, but very good. But just seeing him perform live and seeing like Winter Sun perform live. When did we see him? It was probably about
That Flush got open for them?
Yeah. One time I saw him. One of them was at the Gramercy, one of them was at Irving Plaza.
That was Irving Plaza.
Irving Plaza, the sound at that place, these are both venues in New York City, the sound at Irving Plaza tends to suck. Mm-hmm. And I'm looking at the engineer, like, not being able to hear anything, and, like, they're fucking, this guy isn't turning any knobs, and you can't hear shit, and I'm just looking at the guy like, what the fuck is he doing? But then you get to the Gramercy Theater, probably my favorite venue in New York City, and these guys just sound fucking fantastic, and we're just watching this shit. And also Eluvati, I would say, live at the Gramercy. These guys come out with, like, 9 musicians, like, one was playing the fucking hurdy-gurdy, like, one was playing the flute, like, they got, like, all this just, like, violin player. That's a pretty fucking cool scene to witness. Just like 10 really awesome musicians, just putting everything together.
If just to add in from actually being on stage, one of my favorite shows that I've ever done was in the previous band that me and Devaney was in called Arcane Malevolence. We were in I think it was a guerrilla music competition, and it was in New York City, and we played the first round, and we passed through the first round, and we got to the second show. And the second show was at this venue called Crash Mansion, and I don't remember how many fans we played with, but it was like an all-day show, and we played, sort of near the end. And there was such a good crowd there. There were so many people. The sound was great. They had a great backline of amps. Like, everything sounded so good, and except for the guitar amp, actually. The backline guitar amp sounded like shit.
Thanks for pointing
But my bass amp was off. No, it wasn't you. It was the Fender combo amp that they put you through for some reason. Next to my refrigerator bass cabinet. But the show still was awesome. It was like the best crowd reaction we've ever gotten, just because there were just so many people. It was I've never had deafening applause after our songs before. It was awesome.
Was that the show where at the end, we played Emperor's Jester, and our lead singer is bombastic motherfucker who's rolling around on stage at the time, and some kid I remember him saying, "What the fuck just happened to me?" And I was like, that's one of the better compliments.
Oh, well, yeah, I forget which show that was. Yeah, what the fuck just happened to me? But then after this show, or during the show after us, there was this other band that played it. It was these high school girls, and they brought all their parents and their entire school class, and they were good. I'm not saying they were bad, but they ended up winning because They should win.
It's a fucking popularity contest.
But what was really cool about it was afterwards, like when we were still cleaning up in the back, like the girls' parents like pulled us aside, or a couple of them individually pulled us aside, and were like, "You guys were awesome. Like you guys really should have won." Like from like the girls' parents.
That was bizarre, right?
So that was really cool.
Yeah, you know what? Like, just thinking about amazing performances. Lyra, one of our last shows, with our last singer, Carissa, we were playing up in Massachusetts, and we played this show called the Halfway to Halloween Show. And, it's every musician's dream. At least I'd like to pretend it is because it's mine, and to play in front of a crowd of, 300, 400 people, and everybody fucking loves you. And, looking out, there's something about the Massachusetts scene that's just so alive. It's unbelievable. I'm trying to get back up there as soon as possible. But man, this show, it was just a bunch of people that came out to see local music. And every song you finished as a band that nobody's ever heard of, it's just this deafening roar. And there's no better feeling in the world than having a bunch of people appreciate something that you put so much time and effort and really love at the end of the day into.
Not to mention at that particular show, since it was Halloween themed, those like 200 or 300 people that were there were mostly in costume. So that's always fun to look at.
That was cool. That was really fun. That was really cool. Yeah, it was in April, so it was a halfway to Halloween show, so everyone was just like dressed up randomly. That was really good.
Yeah, it was fun. Good times.
I miss those people.
Fuck yeah, man. Well, I'm about out of questions for you guys. Is there anything else you want to let the people out there know? Like any plans for the future or anything?
We're looking for a drummer.
Yeah, like Pluckman said earlier in the interview, we're going into the studio in a couple weeks. We're going to be recording 3 new songs. One of which, I encourage all of you to go out, listen to our material on SoundCloud, on Reverb Nation.
Bandcamp. We'll probably do the same deal on Bandcamp. 3-song EP. It's probably going to be about 18 minutes long, somewhere in that area. Like all quality material. Probably sell it for $1. We'll have it up on our SoundCloud to stream for free. But like I said, the stream quality on SoundCloud isn't great. So if you really want the hi-fi version, throw it on $1, grab the EP.
Make sure you have monster cables at your house too, or else it's a waste of money.
Don't code tables. Yeah. But just give people a little taste of what we got coming up. We got 3 songs, very different backgrounds, kind of representing all of us in very different ways. One of which is very folk metal, like based out of like fucking Finland kind of stuff. We got another one that's more straightforward melodic death metal, and we got another one that like I don't even know how to describe Oceans.
I don't know. I guess it's melodic death metal too, but it's more like it's got groove metal. It's almost like an early Pantera like mixed with like melodic death metal.
Yeah, it has like a breakdown.
Yeah. We don't usually write breakdowns.
We don't do jun-juns, but jun 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 jun. Yeah, but it's got some groove to it.
It's definitely it's still off time.
Yeah. It requires some math.
So I guess in summary, we just encourage people to check out our upcoming material. Check out the material already released. Fucking, we hope you like it, and fucking stay metal and keep it brutal.
Fuck yeah, man. Fuck yeah. All right. Well, before I let you guys go, I got to get you to make a station tag. Cool.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Whenever you're ready, just say something like your name. You're from the band Lyra, and you're listening to Metal Devastation Radio. Well, you can say anything you want though, like however you want it.
All right. Oh, it's okay. No, but now I have options.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. You're listening to Metal Devastation Radio, and this is Mark Bravo, lead singer, drummer, keyboard player, and whatever the fuck else we need of Lyra.
Is that backwards? You're supposed to say your name first.
Is
that cool?
Yeah, I got a big bit right here.
Let's talk with Pluckman. You do another one too, so he's got multiple copies here.
This is Pluckman. Oh, okay. This is Pluckman from Lyra. I'm Thirsty, and you're listening to Metal Devastation Radio.
There you go. That's pretty good, right?
Parched.
Oh, I should have said parched. Fuck. That's okay. It's cool.
Fuck yeah, man. You want to do another one?
No.
I think that basically covers it.
You don't want to do yours?
All right, I'll do one. All right. This is Devaney from Lyra. You're listening to Metal Devastation Radio. Wow, I
Say metal, my friend. There you go.
Hold on, let me try that again.
And then leave like a 5-second pause afterwards.
Totally not prepared. All right. This is Devaney from Lyra, and you're listening to Metal Devastation Radio. Keep it metal.
Fuck yeah, man. Perfect, dude. All right, man. Well, thanks a lot for calling in and taking the time to talk to us. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fucking blast some fucking Lyra through these fucking radio waves into these motherfuckers' ears, pussies, and fucking make them fucking bleed.
Nice.
All right, man. We'll talk to you guys later.
All right, thanks a lot, Zach.
Take it easy, man.
Take it easy, dudes. There you heard it, fucking folks, live and fucking on the air, fucking Lyra on the Zach Moonshine fucking show, man. I want you motherfuckers, seriously, put your speakers in your fucking windows, in your front yard, in your fucking neighbor's fucking front yard, wherever you can to fucking piss somebody off real bad. Crank this motherfucking shit up loud as a fuck. This is Lyra.